Hi everyone, my name is Frankie and welcome to a Movie a Day Challenge. Today is day number 318 and it's November 14th, 2018. Today I'll be watching the 2015 Western film Bone Tomahawk. Now, in each episode of a Movie a Day Challenge, I pick one film that I've never seen before. And then I take that movie's movie poster and place it to the side of me. I do this because I absolutely have no idea of what the film that I'm about to watch is about. And being that I have absolutely no clue about the film or what it's about, I feel like I need to draw some type of conclusion of what the film may be about based solely on the movie poster itself. In saying this, let's go ahead and take a look at the 2015 Western film movie poster to Bone Tomahawk. Now, I gotta say this, Bone Tomahawk sounds like a pretty badass name for a movie. I mean, I'm taking it that it's a reference in one way, shape, or form to Tomahawk Native Americans. I could be wrong, but I could be right. However, what I'm taking away from the movie poster itself is that we have the guy at the top, who I believe is Kurt Russell, because I do believe that is Kurt Russell, and we have these men at the bottom on horses. So, from what I can see and what I can get away from is I think that maybe Kurt Russell is either the leader of this group or he is going after this group of people. But what's the reference to Tomahawk in this? Maybe it's an area that this takes place in. I mean, a town could be called this. I mean, it is the West. They did have some crazy names. But I'm interested. I mean, I have yet to see Kurt Russell in a Western film. And I'm looking forward to actually watching what he can do. I'm looking forward to sitting down and enjoying the 2015 Western film, Bone Tomahawk. Now, after I finish analyzing the movie poster itself, I then let you, the viewer, know that I'm going to go ahead and watch Bone Tomahawk. But before I go and do that, I want to let you, the viewer, know that after I finish watching Bone Tomahawk, I then come back and tell you a little bit about the film. However, I don't go in great detail about the movie. You see, I don't release any major spoilers about the film, nor do I tell you anything about the movie's plot either. Why? Well, because I don't want to ruin your chance at watching a really great film for the first time. And since this is also my first time watching Bone Tomahawk, I wouldn't want anyone to tell me any major spoilers about the film or tell me anything about the movie's plot before I actually go ahead and watch the film myself. I want you to enjoy this film for what it's worth and be entertained by it. That's the sole purpose of a Movie a Day Challenge. Now, in case you've previously seen the 2015 Western film Bone Tomahawk previously, then please feel free to substitute Bone Tomahawk for another film for your viewing pleasure. It doesn't even have to be in the genre of Western films. This way you can take part in a Movie a Day Challenge and possibly watch each film along with me as I go along. In saying that, I'm going to go ahead right now and watch the 2015 Western film Bone Tomahawk, and then I'm going to come back and tell you a little bit about the film. I'll be right back. I just finished the 2015 Western film Bone Tomahawk, and I want to let you, the viewer, know that Bone Tomahawk is a great movie. I'm telling you that Bone Tomahawk is a great movie based on a few things that deal more towards the action part of the film than the actual story of the movie. You see, the story of the film is interesting, and at times, very slow. And I use the word very slow because there are scenes that just go on very slowly. And you're waiting for something to pick up. And you're saying to yourself, okay, things are going to get interesting anytime soon? And they don't. However, they do pick up. And when they do pick up towards the end of the movie, then it starts to become an action-packed film. Now, Bone Tomahawk has a lot of scenes in it that deal with blood. And I'm talking about a very much enhanced amount of blood. Not only is there blood, but there are also numerous scenes in the film that deal with either arms coming off, bones separating, and the killing of an animal. And when I mean the killing of an animal, a horse. I'm not going to get into it. I don't want to talk about it, but we'll continue. The film in itself is very gory. Very gory. And when I mean gory, I mean you get to see the scene happen, and it sort of makes it grotesque at times. Now, I originally thought that this film had something to do with Native Americans. However, the people that Kurt Russell and his group of people are facing in this, I don't want to put in the group that they are Native Americans, because these people are vicious animals. And they have no understanding of life in some way. They are people that live somewhere that I'm not going to release to you where they live because it'll spoil it. They live in this area and they are basically just crazed out maniacs. And when you see what they do and how they come apart doing it, you're going to agree with me. Now, what we know as Native Americans, these people are not them. They're not indigenous people. They're not people that have been shown in any Western films whatsoever. These are crazed maniacs. And they have nothing to be said in towards the goodness of what a Native American person or individual or group is known as. These are their own separate wild people. They are wild people. And I did not expect seeing that in a film like this. But when you are introduced to it, and you see what they do, and what they do is vicious and disgusting. I mean, I saw horror movies all for the month of October, and what these people do is so grotesque. There is nudity in this movie, and one part in this film with nudity is when someone gets killed and basically chopped up in half. And you witness that, and it's disgusting. It is disgusting. But you start rooting for the people on the good side to just come along and win. Like, you just want them to win, or just try to get home safely, or just do something. Now, there are unique parts in this movie. Unique parts. Like, I did like one thing, the way that these maniacs were calling to get some help from their own maniac tribe. I'm calling them maniac tribe because it's just a bunch of people. They're no affiliation to Native Americans. But it's something cool that they do, that they basically have, that makes them do it, and call another person to come over. And I thought that was very interesting and quite unique in writing style. However, the film is very slow at points, and you're just going to want to help them speed it up. And even though you're going to go and witness this on screen, wait till the film actually gets towards the end and those action sequences happen, because they are truly amazing. There's explosions. I'm saying explosions in regard to blood, not in regards to like type explosions. There is gunfire play. There are people who use bones to hurt people. Bones, animal bones. Okay, it's ridiculous, okay. But please keep in mind that these people are maniacs, and they have their own set of ways of handling their business in extreme amounts of gore. The movie, I feel, is very much hard to watch when these scenes happen. If you plan on watching it with a younger member of the audience, I suggest not to, unless you feel comfortable really letting your child watch people's bodies getting chopped up or brutally wounded. Aside from that, the film does contain a sex scene as well, and there is very much nudity in the movie, brief nudity. But as regards to the chopping in half part, that person is fully naked. I do want to say one other thing. Aside from all this, the acting in the movie is okay. Kurt Russell does make the best of the acting and brings out the character that he plays. However, the acting in the movie is okay. The supporting cast was alright. I felt, it did what it had to do. But I was very surprised about the film itself. I really thought that this was going to be an okay movie. But when those action sequences played out, when I got to really see the blood and the violence, it made me go from okay to a great film. Just keep up with it. The scenes may be slow, but the ending is worth watching. It truly is. The production for the film is really cool. I really enjoyed the era that they filmed it at, and I really enjoyed watching it. That's what I should say. They really made me feel like it was a Western, and it wasn't just some cheap like showing of one. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't know if you're going to feel this way, but I felt it. I felt that while watching this movie, it was sort of like a B film in a way. But once you got to see the blood and the violence part, everything picked up, and you knew you were watching a major film picture. However, I did feel that in the early stages of the movie, it was a B film. Now to what I normally say. Would I recommend the 2015 Western film Bone Tomahawk to a friend or family member? Yes, I would. I would to those who could actually stomach the violence in this film. Would I watch Bone Tomahawk again? Yes, I would. I really enjoyed it, especially the ending. I would only watch it, though, down the line. I wouldn't watch it anytime soon, but I would watch it based off the action sequences alone. Now, if you liked today's episode, you see that thumbs up underneath this video? Click it. Give us a like for today's episode. As you're doing that, maybe you've seen the 2015 Western film Bone Tomahawk and liked it. Maybe you've seen it and you didn't like it. Maybe you're interested in watching the film, you hear my review about the movie, you're going to go watch the film after watching my review, and then come back and write something. Well, whichever the three may be, please tell me in the comment box down below. Right down there. And as you're doing that, you see that word subscribe underneath this video? Click it. Subscribe to a movie a day challenge. Now, tomorrow is day number 319 of a movie a day challenge, and I'll be watching the 2015 Western film, The Hateful Eight. My name is Frankie. I will be here tomorrow for day number 319, and the 2015 Western film, The Hateful Eight. I will see you tomorrow.